The Lion and the Mouse, a tale of kindness and courage. Deep in the heart of an ancient forest, there lived a mighty lion named Razak. Razak was the undisputed king of the jungle, with a golden mane that shimmered in the sunlight and a roar that could be heard for miles. All the animals feared him, for his strength and sharp claws were unmatched. Despite his intimidating presence, Razak was not a cruel king. He ruled with fairness, ensuring balance in the jungle. One bright morning, after a successful hunt, Razak lay under a massive baobab tree to rest. As he closed his eyes, the warm sun filtering through the leaves, a tiny mouse named Nico scurried nearby, searching for food. Nico was small but quick, with a brave heart and a curious nature. Unaware of the lion's presence, Nico wandered closer and closer until he accidentally stepped on Razak's paw. Startled, Razak's eyes snapped open. In a single swift motion, he pinned Nico to the ground with his massive paw. The little mouse trembled in fear, his whiskers quivering. "Who dares to disturb my rest?" Razak growled, his voice rumbling like thunder. Nico squeaked, his tiny voice barely audible. "Oh great king, please forgive me. I did not mean to disturb you. I was only looking for food. Please, spare my life." The lion's sharp teeth glinted as he considered his prey. Nico was so small, barely a morsel for the great lion. Seeing the terror in the mouse's eyes, Razak's anger softened. "Why should I spare you, little one?" Razak asked, amused. Nico, gathering all his courage, replied, "If you let me go, I promise to repay your kindness someday." The lion chuckled deeply, finding the idea of a mouse helping him utterly ridiculous. "You repay me? What could a tiny creature like you possibly do for me? Even the smallest of us can make a difference," Nico said earnestly. "Please, give me a chance to prove it." Intrigued by the mouse's boldness, Razak lifted his paw and let him go. "Very well, little one. I spare your life. Go, and do not trouble me again." Grateful, Nico scampered away, vowing to keep his promise. Several weeks passed, and life in the jungle continued as usual. One fateful day, Razak was wandering near the edge of the forest when he was caught in a trap set by hunters. Thick ropes tightened around his massive body, pinning him to the ground. No matter how hard he struggled, the ropes refused to budge. For the first time in his life, the mighty lion felt helpless. As night fell, the sounds of the jungle grew quieter, and despair began to creep into Razak's heart. Suddenly, a small rustling noise reached his ears. It was Nico, the very mouse he had spared. "King Razak!" Nico exclaimed, hurrying to the lion's side. "What has happened to you?" "I was careless," Razak admitted, his voice heavy with defeat. "The hunters have trapped me, and now I am at their mercy." Nico's eyes gleamed with determination. "Do not worry, great king. I will help you." The lion sighed. "How can you help me? These ropes are too strong, even for a beast like me." "Trust me," Nico said confidently. With his sharp little teeth, Nico began gnawing at the ropes. Bit by bit, he worked tirelessly, his small body trembling with effort. The night wore on, and the jungle seemed to hold its breath. Finally, as the first light of dawn touched the horizon, the last rope snapped, and Razak was free. The lion rose to his feet, shaking off the remnants of the trap. He looked down at the exhausted mouse, his heart filled with gratitude and admiration. "You have saved my life, Nico," Razak said solemnly. "I underestimated you. You have shown me that even the smallest among us can possess great courage and strength." Nico smiled, his whiskers twitching. "You spared my life when you didn't have to. It was only right that I repaid your kindness." From that day on, Razik and Nico became the unlikeliest of friends. The lion ensured that no harm came to the mouse, and in return, Nico often brought news and warnings from the jungle, helping Razik maintain peace. The story of the lion and the mouse spread far and wide, teaching animals and humans alike that kindness is never wasted, and even the smallest act of goodwill can lead to the greatest rewards.